World, it's your boy Double O coming to you live from Tempe, Arizona again today. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Thank you again for joining me, day 17 in the 90-day series. I really appreciate you tuning in every day, and I hope that you're getting something from these talks and from the information that I'm giving to you. As always, I try to make things practical, something that you can, grasp hold to and put it into practice today. It's very important that we understand that, there's a process to everything, and we have to take the information that we're given and actually apply it. A big issue that I had early on in life was, I learned a lot of stuff. I had lots of information in my head, but applying it on a daily and consistent basis was where I was dropping the ball. And so, something that I want to talk to everyone out there about today is applying what you're learning. And what I mean by that is when you hear the word applying or application of something, what does that actually mean? What are you talking about, Derick? Application or applying? Well, the way you apply information and knowledge to your life is you learn something, and then you take that very thing that you're learning and you try it. You perform an experiment, so to speak, on yourself. So as you learn the laws of success, start to follow those things. Don't just read it and be like, oh, that was good information, but actually take that information and put it to good use, like complimenting people and smiling and doing more than paid for at your job or wherever you are in your work. When you learn the laws of leadership, start applying those things on a daily basis. Start actually practicing what you're learning. Take it from the book and be like, okay, well, what do you have to lose? You have everything to gain. You can become a better person. Experience is basically what we learn from mistakes, right? So what you want to do every day is the information that you're learning in books, the information that I'm giving you here. Take those things and say, okay, let me see how this works on my husband or my wife or my children or my boss or my coworkers, and start applying it every day. Say, okay, I'm going to do this. Now, at first, people are going to look at you like, who is this person and where did he come from, right? Don't worry about any of that. People always are going to have something to say, no matter what you do, good or bad, right? They're going to have something to say. So tomorrow or today or tonight, whenever you watch this video, I want you to start practicing and applying this information that you have. So again, I want you to pick up your favorite book, your favorite inspiration, your self-development, and say, okay, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to start with chapter 1, and whatever chapter 1 says do or it says I should do, I'm going to start applying that every day. I'm going to start using How to Win Friends and Influence People. The sweetest sound to any person is their own name. Learn people's names. When you greet them, say, hi, Derick, or John, or Candace, or whatever that particular name is, Tamika, or John, or whoever, Og. Learn people's name. Napoleon. Hi, Napoleon. How are you today? Those kind of things will really start to help you learn and apply the information that you have every day. So here's the other thing is, the golden rule works. Guaranteed. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Place yourself in that person's shoes before you act, and see in your own mind, go through your checklist. Would I like somebody to talk about me badly or slander me, or would I like somebody to treat me nicely? Would I like somebody to speak to me in that tone of voice? And so you start learning those things like, you know what, I wouldn't like somebody to talk to me that way, so I'm going to speak differently. And start to model the behavior that you want from other people. And I'm telling you, when you put out those good vibes, they come back to you, as I've said in the past. So application, the process now. So the process is, I read chapter 1, I begin. when I get to the end of the book, chapter 10, chapter 12, chapter 30, I have that process I should have followed. And if I start applying those things every day over a period of a week or a month or a year, following that process, I will begin to see changes. And then don't give up on it. You know, if you see positive changes and you see things that are working for you, start applying those every day and start using it. So go with the process and understand that, you know, Rome wasn't built overnight. You becoming a better person and self-developing yourself is not going to come overnight. And then it never ends. When you're 125 years old, you'll still be learning. I guarantee you couldn't learn everything that you possibly could learn in 125 years. You won't be able to do it. But always be willing to learn something new every day. Learn to be tolerant with people and learn to be tolerant with things. You know, when you give up on tolerant, when you're not tolerant, you're saying, well, you know what, I know it all now. But none of us do. So let's learn to practice tolerance with those around us and our family, our friends, and co-workers, and so on and so forth. So it's very important to learn the law of tolerance, learn the law of the golden rule, doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Learn that everything is a process, and that application means I'm taking this and I'm actually going to read it in the book, and then I'm going to do it. I'm going to read it in the book, and then I'm going to do it. And I'm going to continue to, if it works for me, or if it's a good thing, I'm going to continue to do this over time, which is the process that it takes to get to where you want to go. Okay? So again, processes are very important. Application is very important. Don't just gather knowledge just to have knowledge bouncing around in your brain. You know, we all want to be intelligent as we possibly could, but at the same time, we want to take the information that we have and apply it to our lives so that we get better, right? And so that the people around us can get better by following our example or by watching us. Okay? So again, thank you very much. I know I try not to take too much of your time. We're at about 7 minutes right now. But I really appreciate you tuning in to these messages. I hope that you will share them. And remember, it's about the process and about applying what you're learning on a daily and consistent basis. Thank you very much. I love you. Peace. One love. Double O.